So my name is Michael Peck. I'm the teacher here at Pleasant Valley High School, and I guess you could say founder of PV House of Blue. So about 6 years in, I proposed a new class at PV called video production. I had to get permission from the principal. I had to get our department chairs to sign off on it, and it started with a little class called video production.
I think not only is House of Blue a great place to learn how to do film and how to work with cameras and everything on the technical side, but I think as a club and as a group, we're very encouraging with each other and we're really good friends with each other, and as the year goes on.
Yeah. Houston, we got a problem.
So Brant decided to break Peck's picture frame. What a goon! Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
We become like relatively close. I think everybody at least is slightly friends with each other, and even if that's somebody that you would never talk to, because you're in House of Blue with them, you share that passion for video and you create some friendships along the way.
Yeah, I think definitely this year I definitely outdid myself, I believe. And that's not, I don't necessarily mean that in like a cocky, like, wow, I'm so good way. I mean it like, I definitely like participated a lot more than I thought I would. I thought this year I was gonna kind of like work on like one big video, you know, like Almond Bowl Rap, you know, when we started out that, I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be like the only big thing. And then it kind of just became like project after project, you know, we're doing all kinds of like crazy stuff for the community and stuff like that.
House of Blue has set up like many of my classmates for successful careers. For me personally, I really value teaching, and so I would take it more as like a side hobby or a side job, but I think House of Blue is a great way to set you up for a career if you really want a career in media.
So having another year over like most kids in the class being in VP3 is just really like helpful to me, and like it really, just having the extra year really helped me like have more of a vision of what I want to do. Because before I wasn't really sure, like in last year I wasn't really sure like exactly what I wanted to do. I was just like trying different things, but this year I have more of like a clear path of what I want to do, and it's being a director.
So tips, I don't know, I feel like with people, the way to look at things is there's a specific structure and then everybody follows that. But for a tip from me is just be creative, be yourself, you know, try new things. And yeah, I think that's the best way to look at this class is with a creative mind.
I don't think I really had like a standard to begin with. I think as you get into like video and you get into stuff that's kind of like artistic and technical, like has that both those sides where it is art and it's also learning a skill. I feel like you kind of just learn to like not necessarily think that, oh, you have to meet this expectation, but you have to just like kind of grow on yourself and like improve your work. And I feel like that's the main goal, is just making sure that every day you're learning something and every day you're improving what you did prior.
The most memorable moment in House of Blue was definitely during every 15 minutes at the jail scene. I don't know, just like pulling up in my car, just like looking at it, and then filming in the jail was just really creepy, and especially with my experience with the law. Yeah, I think that was a good learning experience for me not to be there in real life.
The most memorable moment I've had of House of Blue is probably just like hearing all like the good feedback from like my music video I made last year. I just really liked it because it was like my favorite video I've ever made back then, and just hearing like all like the kids in VP1 watching that and like telling me they really liked it just really was memorable, and like it really meant a lot to me.
Being in there 15 minutes, being one of the main actors, going through the whole motion was a lot of stress on me and like my parents, and like a lot of learning happened with not just the crash scene, but like what happened at the hotel, and just overall the experience was a lot of learning for me. Definitely looking at it differently now, but yeah, I liked it.
So advice I have for kids coming into the program and the kids that are in it right now, they're have like another like 1 or 2 more years is definitely just to listen to everything Peck says, because he really knows like what he's talking about, and he's really going to help you like get to where you want to be. So just definitely don't slack, and just when he tells you to like come up with an idea or like write down ideas like on some sheet for like whatever you're doing, make sure you do it and you're not slacking off and you're like really working on it, because it's really going to help you out in the long run.
I've again put in a lot of time and work to secure some big grants, to get some additional funding, and since then I've been able to build a customized media studio here, which we're doing the interview in now. This is part of the master control room that we're in. We have a full film and photo studio with professional lighting that's going to be installed shortly. We have audio recording booths on this side. We have a gorgeous meeting room to meet with our clients and show our final products. And this is all kind of an expansion. So started in M4, now it's M4 and M3. Kids also have access to really nice gear now. If you would have seen the gear room in the beginning stages, it would be laughable at this point. Kids get their hands on some super nice DSLRs, prime lenses, all sorts of fun toys like glide cams and sliders and drones, and just really cool stuff that we use in filmmaking. So the facilities have grown greatly. The gear we have access to has grown greatly, but that also means our projects and our skill level has also grown greatly with that. And I also started getting emails from other people just in the community. And at one point I got an email from a middle school teacher in Paradise that said she knew these two girls from Paradise Middle School that wrote this beautiful song for their 8th grade graduation, and she thought it'd be really cool if I can help record that song for them and maybe put up some pictures to it and post it somewhere online. So I said, sure, that sounds great. I met with the two girls who are Tori and Ava, and over that break, winter break, I brought them in here to the studio and met their families, and I said, hey, I want to help you record this song. It was a beautiful song, it was all original, and I said, this is what I want to do for you guys. So I recorded the song called Home here. A couple of my students were here assisting me with that production. And after it was done, it was so good that I thought it can't end here, we got to take it further. And the original idea was just to put some pictures with it, but that's not really what House of Blue is about. We're always about doing the best we can. So I asked the girls, hey, would you be interested in shooting a music video for this? And they were thrilled about the idea, their parents were thrilled, and I said, okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. House of Blue is gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna call some kids in, even though it's over break, and they should be, you know, relaxing and enjoying life, but I know they're gonna wanna be a part of this, and sure enough, they came in, we met, we said we're gonna make a music video.
So the home project was a lot of pressure, especially since that was my first like very large role in a big project, especially since the project itself was very large. And also the pre-production time that we had was very short. I got to work a little bit with Tori's brother on that, as well as Tori and Ava, but it was very brief, and like the filming only took 2 days, and so it was very just like run and gun, and there wasn't enough time to just like think about what we were shooting.
Yeah, I feel like the home video was definitely really important for this year as House of Blue. You know, like every year House of Blue kind of has like one project that kind of defines the year. And this year it was definitely the home project. Graham Steele definitely gave us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I feel. And you know, with Mr. Peck in charge, you know, of this class, I feel like it's kind of only uphill from here.
I think the home video definitely put expectations for House of Blue higher. We did so well with that project, and not only like our own skills were used in that, but also the help of many people. And I feel like we learned so much about teamwork from that, that now we just need to really apply those things to other projects.
I'm leaving.
If you have a vision with one of your projects and somebody tries to tell you that it's not a good vision, that you should change it up somehow, don't do it. Because you had that vision for a reason, and you cannot sacrifice anything for that vision.
When I think of House of Blue, I think of inside jokes and opportunities.
Strong ambition.
Photos and videos.
Good friends and great experiences.
Open mind and good times.
Happiness and home.
Dedication and work.
Fun and stressful.
Commitment and passion.
Passion and professionalism.
Skill and time consuming.
Free creativity.
Skilled and productive.
Purpose and belonging.
We're home.
Hail. It's just a filter. Okay, what was the question again?
Purpose and belonging. That was really cheesy. Sorry. One more time. One here.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we redo that?
No, just keep going. Just keep going.
When I think of House of Blue, the first two words that come to mind is inside jokes.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, it throws me off.
Open mind, good times. Just look at me.
Open mind, good times.
All right.
We're home.